Today we're going to be putting together some Dutch oven pizza. Hopefully you like what you see. And from here we're going to go ahead and go make the dough up. Come just golden brown. So it's probably going to take about another 10-15 minutes for the dough to do what we need it to do. Good afternoon, folks. My name is Chris, and I'm the C in CJ Buck Adventures. And today we're going to be putting together some Dutch oven pizza. I did try this yesterday. It came out fantastic. And what we're going to do is we're going to recreate what we did yesterday, and hopefully you like what you see. And from here, we're going to go ahead and go make the dough up. Okay, folks, now we're back to one of the more important ingredients in the entire mixture is this. It's going to be a thin and crispy pizza crust mix. You can get this anywhere. They come prepackaged. It's only 59 cents a bag. And simple ingredients are basically the flour, a half a cup of preheated water, give it maybe 20-30 seconds in the microwave, and then just a teaspoon of oil. And then mix them all together and give it about 30-40 strokes with the fork until it becomes kneaded and becomes one good thick dough. And I'm going to show you what it looks like in just a moment, all prepared. Okay, we've got the dough all mixed up, and one ingredient that I threw in there, just kind of give it a little bit of zestiness, was minced garlic. I use it dried, and what happens is when it's in the dough, it literally becomes softer and adds incredible flavor to the dough. So we've got our dough all mixed up here. We're going to cover it for about 5 to 10 minutes and let this sit and rise and do what it needs to do. Okay, folks, the next step is getting the coals ready, and the amount of coals that are needed for this particular Dutch oven is there's going to be approximately 30 of them. You need 10 underneath and 20 that go on the top of the lid. This has to be preheated to about 450 degrees inside, but again, with 10 coals that are ready to go on the bottom and the 20 on top, you'll easily hit that 450 temperature. Now, I've got a little bit of a different way as far as getting these coals going, and I'm going to kind of walk you through it right now. And if you can do it, great. If not, there's many different ways to do this, but this is one way that we use it. Okay, I hit it with the blowtorch there for about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. You can see that the coals have just come alive, and what we're going to be doing next is I have to lay it out so that there's 10 coals on the bottom, and I'm going to put the balance of the coals on top of the Dutch oven. Now the Dutch oven, it's a 10-inch 5-quart. That's the Walmart has the best price you're ever going to find on these products. So Walmart has it, and I'll go ahead and get this going right now. Just for clarification purposes, there's nothing in the oven right now. Again, the oven has to reach a temperature approximately 450 degrees so that we can get the dough cooked in a fashion that'll be ready for all the ingredients later. So again, step one is get the kettle to 450 degrees. From here, we're going to go back to the dough, and we're going to get that rolled out so that it's ready when this hits the right temperature. Okay, so the dough is set for about 10 minutes now, and we're ready to start spreading it out. I've got a dish that's approximately 10 inches across here, and this is going to be what we're going to mold the pizza dough to. And we're going to go ahead and stretch it out a little bit. I've also included some flour here, so that kind of makes it, in the event it gets a little sticky as we get into the center of this, this makes it a little bit more easy to work with. Again, it doesn't really stick to the hands as much. Okay, now that we've got it spread out nice and evenly, and again, it's approximately 10 inches across, which is exactly the size of the bottom of the Dutch oven. What I'd like to do at this point, I've already went ahead and cut the parchment paper, and I already sized it for inside of the Dutch oven there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give this a light brushing of olive oil. It'll give it a nice golden hue to it, and it'll really bring out some flavor in it. So I'm going to go ahead and get that taken care of. Okay, let's go ahead and apply the olive oil now. Well, not quite that much. Spread it out. Okay, we got the dough off of the plate. We've got it on the parchment paper here. It should be the right size as far as just being able to drop it into the Dutch oven. And from here, I guess as I mentioned, I put a nice little coating of olive oil on top of it. It should brown it up really nicely. And from here, let's go back out and check the temperature of that Dutch oven. Okay, it's been about 10-15 minutes now, and we're going to go ahead and lift the lid and see if we can get a little bit of, because in these Dutch ovens, they're treated, and they've got a light coating of oil on there. If we pull it up and we can at least see a little smoke coming off of the sides, I know that we've hit the 450 temperature. And then let's go ahead and give that a shot right now, see where we're at. And that's what I'm looking for, that oil just heating up a little bit that's naturally on those. So at this point, I'm gonna go get the dough, and we're gonna put it in there. Okay, we've got the dough in there right now. We're gonna go ahead and seal it back up, and what we're gonna be looking for is this to become just golden brown. So it's probably gonna take about another 10-15 minutes for the dough to do what we need it to do, and then from there, we're gonna be throwing some ingredients on there. Okay, so here's what I was talking about earlier. See how I get that little golden brown on the bottom of that crust? That's what I'm looking for. Because there's one thing I despise is raw dough. So I know I've got a nice good base going here. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and add the pizza sauce. And it's just generic pizza sauce, Walmart, Kroger's. Again, everybody has this. I'm going to get a spoon here and smooth that out. Okay, from there, I'm going to go with some pepperoni action. Okay, if you want to take a look, this is what I put together so far. It's got vegetables. I had bell peppers in there. I had mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms, some chopped yellow onions, some olives. Now, one important ingredient that I just absolutely insist on as far as making any type of pizza, it's sun-dried tomatoes. Chop them up really fine and kind of sprinkle them on the top of that. This is the extent of what we've got. And then this is going to go back onto back into the fire. It's going to be about another 10-15 minutes so that everything melts and solidifies. Another splash of cheese on top. And we are on our way. Okay, we're about ready to take a look at the final product here. And let's see, it's been about 15-20 minutes or so. Heat's come down quite a bit on it, so we kind of left it in a little bit longer. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, this is the final product on the Dutch oven pizza. Got a little bit of interesting twist as far as what I put into it. But as far as putting this together out in the field, you can pre-cut all your vegetables. Put it all in one Ziploc bag. Obviously the pepperoni, the cheeses, you can keep those individually sealed, but everything that was put on top of this was cut up. All you have to do is keep it cool, and it's ready for you to make out in the field. Thank you for viewing, and if you like what you see, go ahead and click down below there. Give us a like, and again, thank you for viewing.